We'll do about one more round. So this very patient breath will take directly into unlocking the hip. So place soles of feet together. And we'll go left hand on left thigh. Your right hand can plant hip side ground. And this move really deserves the same patience as our kind of expanded, slowed down breath. And that slowing down is one of those kind of parameters that helps us notice more. So we're just getting a read on the pelvis. We're getting a read on our breath. We're getting a read on our hip and our leg. Letting the neck and the base of the skull be utterly, almost like lubricated, just very soft, swivelly. That'll just help ensure that we truly are leading with breath into the hip. We're feeling with breath. And we'll release. When we come back centrally, seated centrally, we'll give the hands a little rest, but also help us feel our hips. Inhale, reach the palms out to your left and your right. So spreading open the palms. And then exhale, reach out through the littlest finger, curling it in, ring finger, curling it in, reach out through the middle, curling it in, index thumb, pull the knuckles down. You see a really substantial and strong fist. We'll do that again. Inhale. Open up the palm, the meat of the hand across the palm heel. And then exhale, reach out through each digit. So you may even feel that you're opening up and moving those hand joint spaces. Pulling the knuckles down. Good. When you release that, we'll do the other side hip. Right hand on right thigh. And that patient, extended exhalation. There's seldom a need to hurry any release gesture. It really seems to do best at its own rate of revealment. It's quite an organic, sometimes spontaneous gift. Just one, maybe two more breaths here into the right side. Sacrum, hip socket, pelvic floor. Just getting a sense. And this way we can meet the body precisely where it is today. It's one of the things I love about just beginning with breath and some basic positions, some seated positions, is it really gives us a chance to feel, oh, this is where I am today. So let's use the hands, help the legs together, and straighten both legs out in front for a forward fold. Okay. Also flexing the feet, pressing out through the heels, reaching out through the inner halves of the foot, so pushing like the ball mount away from the groin. Inhale, raising the arms to lift ribs. And then exhale, as if you're lengthening through your guts, almost like you want to hook your ribs over your kneecaps. Or just settle the hands down at any moment that it gets kind of interesting. Deep fold isn't required. Again, we're just getting a global check-in, feeling through the hip and the spine. We just keep coming back to the breath. And letting each breath help you move into this interior space of the body. Because how we organize our experience can often be found in the body's structure, the interior space of the body. Okay. So inhale, let's walk our way up out of that fold. Lie on back. We'll get that friendly roll ready beside us and a block beside us. And we'll start with elbow to knee. We'll be reaching one leg toward the sky and using a palm on thigh pressure, just to create a little bit of a manual bone movement. Inhale, the head and shoulders slightly off the ground. And this is really key. The sacrum remains down. Curl tailbone. Exhale, right leg reaches, right palm press. And I find it most helpful if I reach up through the heel. I don't neglect feeling the heel. Pull low belly down. So this might get into the back, the sacral, the low back a little bit. Inhale, bend that right knee. Then we'll switch over, curl tailbone, exhale, left leg reach straight up, heel emphasis, left palm on left thigh, press. And just feeling if the bone moves. Is it independent of the pelvis? Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend left knee. Curl tailbone, exhale, right heel reach up, right palm press. So palm pressure, heel reach, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend right knee. Curl tailbone, exhale, left heel reaches, left palm press. Low belly down. All right, we'll do just 3 more on each side. So let's continue at our own pace. Once you press the thigh bone, you may have to just help keep or get that low back and that pelvis remaining down on the ground. More often than not, I observe like a little rocking, like we push the leg and the whole pelvis rocks off the ground. We're actually trying to create some distinction between leg and pelvis. Sometimes they travel together. And with this move, we want to feel them behaving independently. It's really important that the leg can move with independence from the pelvis. Great. There you go. Great. It appears we're done. Let's grab the roll. This will just be the last little bit of belly hip work here. The roll between the legs. I'll just do a small handful of these. And let these moves start to massage and awaken, really like a kinetic awakening, a energetic waking up of the body, right? These really deep, strong muscles. They produce a ton of energy in the body. Right? Like our biggest mobilizing muscles. So we want to get into them. We want to get them to work, to squeeze. Inhale into the low back. Now hold that breath just for a moment. Squeeze the roll. When you squeeze those muscles, let those squeeze and turn on from the like the sit bone all the way into the thigh bone. Curl tailbone, exhale, the head and the shoulder blades off the ground. We'll increase the squeeze. So we want these muscles to turn on here. Curl the tailbone a second time. Pull the low belly down away from the roll as you keep stretching the legs and the roll up. Good. We'll release that effort. Inhale, head down. Letting the back spread with breath. Squeeze the roll. Curl tailbone, exhale. Head, shoulders up. Now keep applying squeeze. Add a little more squeeze. Curl tailbone. Now stretch those engaged legs up. Just more of like strong work. Pull low belly down. Inhale, head to ground, releasing the leg squeeze, the muscle engagement. You notice you're creating these little rhythmic squeezes through all of the musculature. Squeeze the thing, the object. Curl tailbone. Exhale, head and shoulders up. Increase squeeze. Increase the squeeze of all those muscles around the kneecap and the thigh. Curling tailbone again. Pull low belly down. Good. Last 3 on our own. So let that squeeze come entirely off. So again, part of this rhythm of squeezing and releasing is a rhythm of fluid movement through the cells. It's a rhythm that helps blood flow, and so full squeeze and also a rather complete relax. Our lymph, our byproducts, cellular byproducts, a lot of that stuff moves when our muscles contract and pulse and pump and stretch. So it's a lot of the muscle and the tissue movement that gets our sewage movement. Great. When you're through, we'll set the feet down, removing the roll. And we're set up for bridge. So that block is there. Inhale, align feet parallel with one another. Exhale, curl the tailbone toward the sky. And the low back lifts and the mid back lifts. Apply the block under the sacrum at any moment. We really are working to keep these butt muscles active as we breathe deeply. Engaging the butt need not dampen our connection to breath. And with the right foot planted, inhale, pick the left foot up, draw the knee toward the chest, and exhale, reach it towards sky. And we'll set that left foot down. Inhale the right foot off ground, reaching the right leg towards sky. Inhale, set that right foot down. And focusing on the ribs up by the shoulder blades. And these 1 or 2 more breaths in bridge. Feel for the motion, the movement of the ribs around the heart, especially the shoulder blade side. Okay. And with the block removed, begin descent out of bridge. And when we turn over, we'll be setting up for dolphin. And just so you have a visual sense of where we're going, we'll be reaching one hand and 1 foot away from the ground. And I'll talk us in. So let's first set up elbows and knees. And knowing that we'll potentially remove a one arm and or one leg, I like to have my feet set at least hip width apart. Now, if you cannot place all your weight on one shoulder or one arm, you just omit that part of my cueing and just keep both arms down. I'd rather you be stable and pain-free than try to wriggle into a painful spot. Inhale into the upper back and turn on the chest muscles, the serratus, the armpit muscles. Exhale the knees off the ground. And even though those muscles around the shoulder blade area are working, deepen breath so you feel the breath underneath and in those working muscles through the shoulders. Okay, we'll start with the left leg. Left foot raises off the ground. And if you're inclined to remove one of the arms, go with the right one. And we'll set the left foot down, we'll set the right arm down. And if we're lifting a foot up, let's go with the right one now. And if you're taking a hand or an arm away from the ground, it's the left one. And we'll set foot down, we'll set arm down, knees down. Slide hands under shoulders, exhale, downward dog. As you press out through the littlest fingers, the pinky and the ring, it's like you're reaching out, pushing out through those outer edges of the hand. Feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades wrap. So the mid-back kind of spreads, and breathe in and under that mid-back. So all that musculature around the mid-spine starts to breathe and move. And then tweeze thumb tip toward thumb tip. And all this does is turn the chest muscles on. It doesn't jam up the joint of the shoulder. It's just turning on the musculature through the whole front of chest, shoulder. So you got both and outreach through the littlest finger, tweeze inwardly through the thumb tip, as if pulling index finger toward index finger, middle finger toward middle finger. Inhale the right foot forward, warrior two. And we're working on locking the shoulder left side. Inhale into upper back. Exhale the shoulder down, reach the elbow forward. And then find out if you can, without the ground helping us, can you turn on the chest, that front side, reach that arm structure forward. Good. Let's go right palm to inside of left elbow. Exhale, shoulder down, blade down, elbow press, palm, palm press, elbow. Now take this left hand, slightly move the knuckles left as you're pressing that elbow in. So the forearm turns just a teeny bit. Keep deepening into that stance, reaching out through those legs. And release. Inhale, reach those arms out to the side, turn the palms up. And then exhale, turn the thumbs down, kite hawk. Chin down. Inhale, we'll go palms up, head over pelvis, lifting the chest, broadening the chest. And then exhale, turn the palms down, chin down. Once more. Inhale, come up. Place the right forearm on the thigh. Exhale, left hand behind back. Grab thigh. And with each breath, I'm just gently unpacking or unfolding. Now, it's not so much that I'm doing that, like active or like an action, but I'm breathing so deeply, so verily, that if it happens, I'm there for it. Kind of great revealment. And as I become attuned to and reveal more of this interior, there's a degree of intimacy, of deep, kind of intimate contact that not only I get to make in and with my own person, but that has carry-out effect. There's a degree of intimacy that becomes available in all scenarios. Okay, we're going to open up this left hand for triangle. Inhale, and straighten the right leg. Just plant the right hand on the right leg. Raise the left arm. If you need to adjust your stance, you can adjust to that left foot. Spread open the left palm and reach out through the digits. So you feel the base of the thumb knuckle opening up. Feel the base of the index knuckle opening. Feel that area between the palm and the middle finger opening up. The palm and the ring finger opening up. Now, lower that left hand, bend that right knee. We're moving into interlock. So again, you may need to adjust the left foot. Inhaling the right armpit next to the thigh. And exhale, smooth reach, right arm under right leg. Left hand behind back. Letting that quality of breath feel rich. And there's a richness of experience that we find as these interiors become available to us, when it becomes really comfortable and explored to hang out or inhabit our interiors. It's really rich. Okay, here we go, easy bird. Now walk this left foot next to the right. And we'll pick that right foot up. If you have any sacral concerns, or if there's ever a moment something may not feel entirely right, just stand up. You may want to squeeze your glutes. You may need to kind of just let something adjust or settle, and you might choose there's another option here, where we pick up the right foot with the right hand. So there's all sorts of And inhale, we'll set that right foot down. Step the left foot back. And release the hands. Exhaling. Hands down, right foot back. And we lower all the way down to the ground. Once we lower, we do a round of kind of back work, shoulder work. Bring the hands off to the sides of your shoulders like your arms are W-shaped. Inhale, the hands, elbows, chest slightly off the ground, reaching those legs back. And now exhale, squeeze together the tops of the shoulders. Squeeze together the middle parts of the shoulders. And then squeeze together the bottom tips of the shoulders. Okay. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze tops, middle, and bottom tips. Release. Inhale, hands under chest. Exhale, downward dog. Reaching out through the outer fingers, tweezing thumb tips toward one another. So all of that chest turns on. All right, inhale, left foot forward between your hands, warrior two. Unlocking the shoulder, right side. Exhale, shoulder down, blade down, elbow reaches forward, palm spreads open. Okay, we'll go left palm to right elbow. Inhale. And find out if you can access those upper ribs. There's lung up there. Exhale, shoulder down, blade down, elbow press palm, palm press elbow. I'm going to slightly move my right knuckles just a little bit away from a little to the right. Just very slight little key turn of the forearm. Good, inhale. Keep sinking into that pose, opening up, reaching through those hips. Exhale, shoulder down, elbow press palm, palm press elbow. Reach forward, reach out through the legs. Good, release. Inhale the arms out to the side, turning the palms up. Exhale, turn the thumbs down, rotating the arms inwardly, chin down. Do a couple more. So these suggestive moves of continually opening up the body and introducing breath, introducing a deeper breath, more breath. To me, it's a little bit like going from a closed system to an open system. Doesn't mean that we let everything in, doesn't mean we have poor boundaries, of course. It just means that we're not exclusively a contained, solid feeling individual, that there's options. Okay. Extended warrior variation, inhaling the arms out to the sides. And then exhale, we'll go left arm to left thigh, right hand behind back, grab thigh. Just deepening the breath. Something about expanding the breath and expanding and our sense of shape, our space, seems to have extraordinary kind of play on our sense of self. And we release that right hand for triangle. Inhale, straighten the left leg. And just plant that left hand atop the left leg. Straightening the right arm, reaching it skyward. Open up through the heel of the palm and feel into every digit joint. Reaching out through those fingertips, that every joint in the digits. Start to spread open. All right, bending that left knee, inhale, bring this right hand down. We're moving into interlock. So if you moved your feet before, you have to move them again. Exhale, left arm under left thigh, right hand behind back. Use that foot pressure pretty strongly. Push on that mat. Let breath start to wash under those ribs around the right side chest and shoulder and blade. Now we're moving toward easy bird of paradise. If you have any concerns as we're transitioning, right foot next to left foot, concerns about your back or your sacrum, you can always just let things go, stand, squeeze your butt, your leg muscles, get everything feeling ready and right. And inhale, the left foot down, the right foot back. Release hands, set them down, exhaling. Chaturanga. When you step the left foot back, again, we'll lower all the way down. Because we'll do another round of those shoulder squeezes. So with the thumbs beside the shoulders, inhale, palms up, elbows up, chest up. It's very low. Exhale, squeeze tops of shoulders, middle parts of shoulder blades, bottom tips of shoulder blades. We'll do it again. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze tops, middle, bottom tips. And release. Inhale, hands under chest. Exhale, downward dog. arrive at standing or set the knees down, but have a moment where you can rest and look at some variations and you decide which one's the right one for you today. So if you really want to get into inversions, we can work handstand or emergence. Let me just briefly show you that. So if you want to be upside down on your hands, one option is ankle, press, thigh, lift sit bones up. Okay. If you kick up in the handstand, you can work that as handstand half lotus. Okay. Now, if you don't want to be upside down, that's perfectly fine. Option 2 is standing splits. I grab the foot. Maybe I straighten the leg. But if I do, then I can elevate the leg. Okay. And option 3 is working any version of Vishvamitrasana that you like. So, I'm going to show you on one side. If I tuck my right arm under my right thigh, for an easier version, easier as in some quotes or something, I grab my right foot with my left hand, leaving the left knee down. I can press through the inner leg. So let's spend about 5 breaths on each side. So no matter what you're doing, it's a 2-sided pose. So handstand emergence, or half lotus handstand. Standing splits, or I'm going to be on the ground and be doing this. Just a very partial, supported version of Vishva. So I got my left knee down, and I'll just talk again through this version. I'm tucking my right arm under my right thigh. Okay. And you may feel this is great. This is where you want to be today. Okay. This is a fairly significant stretch, and there's some pressure going on here. Left hand grab, right foot. I'm grabbing the outer edge. Just so you know, you'll be at your own pace to do the other side. I'm gonna just head over to the other side myself. There you go. That's it, Marissa. That's it. Cool. And sometimes we get on the mat and it's just, we need a lot of options. We need a lot of choices. Where do I really need to go today? Where is it best for me to explore today? And when you're starting to wrap that up, we'll come back to the mat. There's no rush. And then let's lie back for Shavasana. If you're back sensitive, you may want to consider resting with your legs up the wall or your calves up on a cushion or couch or chair. There you go, that's it, Crystal. The things we did today can be a little bit stretchy around the tissues beside the sacrum and the hip and the waist. So we want to ensure those rest or cool a bit in a shape that feels good. Feel if your breath contacting your interiors, that space of your body, does that feel differently? Is there a richness, a thinness, a shapeliness that you can discern? And in these containers of practice, these ritual, these ceremonial, daily meetings ourselves, tremenos, these sacred spaces, we're sometimes privy to these moments where this isn't what we typically experience. And we keep coming back to these waters. We keep revisiting, exploring them. Because the places we visit may become the places we live. When you're ready, bend knees, turn to a side, press your way up. Namaste. A great day.